Welcome back for another Polygon Matic price prediction analysis, and in this video I will be sharing my next price targets here on the Matic chart and also give you reasons as to why Matic can see a break above the $0.784 mark in the next coming hours. And before I do so, show some love by first giving this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And at the time of this recording, Matic is holding below the 20-day MA here on the 4-hour chart, which is now acting as resistance for us to continue gearing up. We are also holding below a key area of resistance at around the $0.784 mark, where in case we see a break above that, we can watch out for a successful retest before we can continue gearing up and see a break above the $0.8 mark. We have also continued to obey the Elliot structures, where Matic has been breaking down in the formation of this wave 4 in a move that has now managed to get into the minimum retracement area, highlighted here on the charts using this red target area. And you can see that we have now fully maximized the red target area, and soon I'm expecting Matic to see a reaction of this area and start gearing up impulsively in the formation of this wave 5. And all this is playing out since the 10th of June, when we had a massive crash giving us a low at around the $0.52 mark. And from that point, we have been seeing a very nice recovery to the upper side, where we first picked in this 1-2 setup, fully maximizing target areas for the second wave. Then we started gearing up impulsively, obeying this Elliot wave structure, where we now have a wave 1 in place, a second wave also in place. Then we saw this massive pump in the formation of this wave 3. And to just show you that the third wave has done the minimum that we expected it to do by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That now gives me a target area for the third wave at the fib level 1.618 at around the $0.8624 mark, which is a target area that we fully maximized. Put in place the high for that third wave at around the $0.89 mark, and started our breakdown move in the formation of that wave 4. Target areas highlighted on the charts using that red target area that I came up with by connecting the fibs from the low of the second wave to the high of that wave 3, giving me a target area between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.618. And I now believe that Matic has now put in place the low for the fourth wave and is now ready for a massive pump to the upper side in the formation of this wave 5, and giving you minimum target areas for the wave 5 by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the high of that wave 3. I have a minimum target area for the wave 5 at the fib level 0.618, and that is at around the $0.9823 mark. And that is the minimum that we can expect that wave 5 to the upper side to do. And that is the next move that I'm keeping my eyes on here on the Matic chart. And all we need to see is a break above structures over here. And if I have a trend line here on the charts, the moment we see a break above this descending trend line that I have here on the charts, and see a break above resistance at around the $0.784 mark, then that might be a good opportunity to catch that massive breakout to the upper side. And that is not financial advice. Riding this massive pump in the formation of this wave 5, having minimum target areas at around the $0.9858 mark. And that is what I'm keeping my eyes on here on the short term on the Matic chart. And if I zoom out on the charts to also give you my long-term analysis, you can see that Matic, after giving us our June lows last year at around the $0.32 mark, we picked in a 5-wave structure, having the wave 5 giving us a peak at around the $1.3 mark, completing the formation of these larger Elliott wave count 1. Then we started a breakdown move in the formation of a larger Elliot wave count 2 into the minimum retracement areas highlighted on the charts using this yellow target area, fully maximizing the target area, and there are high chances that we now have a low in place for the second wave, and on the long term, Matic should give us a reaction of the target area and start an impulsive wave in the formation of that wave 3, where I'm expecting the third wave on the long term to give us a break above the $2 mark. And that is what I'm keeping my eyes on here on the Matic chart on the short term and also on the long term. Also taking a look at the indicators on the RSI, we are trading at around the 43 mark. On the MACD, we have been able to print a bullish cross, a bearish cross, though we are seeing a bit of a sharp decrease in the selling momentum, suggesting that soon we might be able to print a bullish cross. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I will be keeping you updated.